week, but still 65 or 70 should do it on Thursday and Friday. What can you say? The weather has just been spectacular since Saturday. It's going to stay nice again tomorrow, despite a hit-and-miss shower thunderstorm. And then the end of the week looks great, although a bit cooler. So if you get a chance, great evening for a walk. And this is going to wrap up neighborhood weather tonight in Pittsville. We will be back possibly in your neighborhood before you know it. Just stay tuned. We'll let you know where we'll be next. Now it's back in the studio with the air conditioning and Steve and Lisa.
That's right. We wish we were outside there. Thanks, Mike.
Let's take a look at today. Let's head back out to the County Science Fair at the Civic Center.
That's right. Mike Seidel is out there. Mike, have you learned anything new about weather?
No, I haven't learned anything about weather, but I've got the answer to your next upset stomach. A couple of science students from Mardell High School will join me next. We'll talk about that and, of course, have the forecast right on through the weekend. We'll be right back from the Civic Center.
Head back out to the Science Fair with meteorologist Mike Seidel.
But he mentioned something about an upset stomach. I hope that's not
cure.
the forecast.
Mike.
That's right. I've got a couple of students, biology students from Mardell High School. That's right. 9th graders, freshmen, and they entered the contest this year. And it's Christy Arthford and Christine Foote from Mardell. And girls, tell me a little bit about your project. First, tell me what the name of the project was.
What antacid works best on high pH levels.
Okay. Now, what products did you test that we can readily buy in the drugstore?
We tested Tums, Rolaids, milk and magnesia, Alka-Seltzer, and Pepto-Bismol.
Okay. Now, how did you test these products?
We used tea, lemon juice, vinegar, hydrochloric acid, and oh my God, I don't remember.
You don't remember? That's okay. It's live television. You'll remember after we get off the air.
Yeah.
Okay, what was the result? What was the best antacid on the market for those of you who have an upset stomach next time?
Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto was the winner, and you thought it would be milk and magnesia.
Yeah.
So, by far, Pepto-Bismol the next time you feel a little queasy in the stomach.
Yeah.
Okay, girls, congratulations. You're going to enter next year?
Yeah. Probably.
Okay, thanks for stopping out, and have a good evening out here.
Okay.
A lot of folks out here enjoying the fair. It concludes tonight at 9 o'clock, so stop on by. A lot of terrific projects. I had a chance to judge some of them this afternoon. It wasn't an easy task. Now let's talk weather. Didn't have to judge this day. It was great outside. A lot of sunshine around this afternoon, and that weather front out across the Rockies will make it here by late Sunday, producing some showers and thunderstorms at that point. But the next couple days, just primo. Not 80, but 65. I think we can live with that. And once again, everybody will be out here showing off their projects until 9 o'clock tonight. Back to the studio with Steve and Lisa.
Okay. Thank you, Mike.
Let's take a look at today's. Mike Seidel has a tough assignment tonight. He is in Snow Hill for our new segment, Neighborhood Weather.
Mike, how are the burgers?
Lisa, the burgers were primo. And Steve, I got your burger. It'll be back there in about an hour. We're at the Bill and Pam Hine Farm in Snow Hill with neighborhood weather. Have the forecast next. But first, a look at your wins and ties for Wednesday. We'll be right back.
Spring was definitely in the air in the newsroom thanks to Lester Benson. He dropped off these beautiful flowers for us today. Beautiful day, and it's Steve's birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. How do I look for 22?
Yeah, real hopeful.
Let's go out to Mike Seidel for our neighborhood weather segment. Michael, you're going to bring me a burger, I hear.
I've got the burger in the bag, Steve. I've also got good friend weather watcher Bill Hine. And Bill, he's a weather watcher, and he's well equipped. Check this out. Check out Bill's wind vane. Tell me a little bit about your wind vane, Bill.
We've had that for about 2 years. My in-laws bought it for us for Christmas, and it's really good. I know when the wind's at least 70 mile an hour, because at 70 mile an hour, it'll blow down.
It blows down, so a real high-class piece of equipment. Notice the wind's southwest, 2 or 3 miles an hour. Nice breeze, nice spring night. Beautiful day today. We had a breeze, a gentle breeze from the west and southwest. Our high temperature is 76 in Salisbury. You can't beat that in April, especially after that wet and cool weekend. Dover size 75, and this morning you awoke to temperatures around 50 and a layer of fog. Clouds increasing by the weekend, and there will be some rain at this point, at least on Saturday. Of course, I've got 4 more days to make the changes for the weekend. Hopefully it'll turn out better than last weekend. Today I was out in Seaford at the Frederick Douglass Intermediate School. I want to thank Julie Wheatley, the teacher and science chairperson, and all the 4th grade teachers, the cafeteria staff, and all the 4th grade students. Thanks for having me out in Seaford, and thanks to Bill and Pam Hine for the wonderful dinner, the brownies, and the hospitality out here on the farm. We'll send it back to Steve and Lisa in the studio.
Mike's just had a good day all the way around, hasn't he?
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at.
Last Saturday, DELMAR High School's 1991 Science Olympiad team placed 3rd among 53 competing schools.
Tonight, meteorologist Mike Seidel joins us. He is with one of the winning students from the DELMAR team. Mike?
Yeah, Steve and Lisa, we're in Delmar with one of those smart guys in the Delmar High School, John Hastings. Look at this trophy they won for coming in third. We're going to come back and test John's weather knowledge and have the forecast from Delmar. Stay with us. Steve and Lisa, we're in Delmar with John Hastings. The Delmar Science Olympiad team came in third overall this weekend against 53 teams competing in Dover. And John also picked up a third-place prize, right?
Yes.
And what was your category?
Whether or not.
Okay, whether or not. Hey, let's test your knowledge. You ready for this? Little time on the clock, Tom. Here we go. Question 1, Fahrenheit equivalent of 0 degrees Celsius.
32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, that's right. Prevailing wind direction on the eastern shore.
West.
Average liquid equivalent of 10 inches of snow.
1 inch.
Type of cloud associated with thunderstorms.
Cumulonimbus.
4 for 4 so far. Temperature at which condensation occurs.
Dew point.
Hottest U.S. temperature was recorded at this spot in California.
Death Valley.
Okay, 6 for 6. Here's the final question. The shore's most watched sportscaster on the Delmarva Report on WBOC-TV. Do you want to hint? Bob? Bob West. That's okay. That's not too bad. 6 for 7. And you came in third. And I guess everybody's proud of you over at the school. Everybody's celebrating. We got the trophy here. And we've got great weather this evening. Let's talk about it. We've got a front approaching from the north right now, but ahead of the front today, temperatures are really warm. Right now, the first half of the weekend looks like it's going to be a washout with showers and thunderstorms on Saturday, highs in the 60s. And the thinking is we will salvage at least Sunday. So fairly 50-50 weekend at this point, better than last weekend. John, thanks for having us out to your farm here in Delmar. Congratulations once again, and send congratulations back to the entire Delmar Science Olympiad team.
Thank you.
Okay, sure. Steve and Lisa, back to you.
Mike, you didn't quiz John on those questions before we went to you in Delmar, did you? I mean,
no, I didn't. He had no idea what was coming up.
Wow, that's great.
Bob says, huh.
Bob's not real happy with one of his answers. Thanks.
Well, Mike Seidel is taking advantage of this dry weather to head outdoors on this Monday.
Mike, how is it out there in Quantico?
The weather's great out here. We're in Quantico at Hunter's Mill. I've got my brush. I'm creating a work of art tonight here on the grill. We've got chicken, burgers, and dogs, and of course the forecast. We'll check it out next, but first, here's a look at your winds and tides for Tuesday.
I finally got to see the sunshine late this
A
afternoon.
brief glimpse, and apparently it's not going to last for too long.
No.
Mike Seidel is out in Quantico where there's free food. Wherever there's free food, Mike is there. Mike, how's it going?
That's right. I'm a buffet buff. We've got a spread today. And also joining us from Hunter's Mill, one of the local residents, Mardella High School wrestling coach, Eddie Bailey. Hello, Eddie.
How are you doing?
How you doing? Now, let's briefly talk about your upcoming wrestling season. You expecting a good year?
Yeah, I'm returning all but 2 of my people. I might be a little weak in the upper weights, but I'll still be solid down in the middle and down at the lower weights.
Okay, we're solid with the food. Your daughter's here, Christine. Christine, what's your favorite food?
Brownies.
Brownies, me too. And you know, Steve Hammond, he told me before I left the station to bring him a brownie. Let's talk about the food here. You know, you can't have an outdoor barbecue without great food. And we have got a terrific spread out here on the table. We've got the basics, vegetables right here. We've got your broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, olives, pitted olives. I like them non-pitted, but pitted's not bad. Also have your celery, always good. And we have pickles, tomatoes, and fresh strawberries. Always an Eastern Shore favorite. We'll be picking them in just a few weeks. And back here, of course, the basic chips. And over here, we've got the beans. So the beans are there. And, of course, the burgers, the dogs, the chicken. And for dessert, brownies and chocolate chip cookies. What a spread. And did I forget the deviled eggs? The deviled eggs are delicious. Let me try one. Very good. Let's talk about the weather. The weather's getting better. It was a lousy weekend, a lot of rain. Excuse me, I got some deviled egg in my throat. The temperatures this afternoon warmed up a bit. Notice the clouds breaking up. Temperatures this afternoon mid to high 50s. This morning a little cooler as you get up and head out. Sunshine in the morning, but increasing amounts of cloudiness once again. Tomorrow's high is 65 to 68. Tomorrow night more clouds, and into Wednesday a risk of some showers. Temperatures in the 60s Wednesday. Then the end of the week the weather just looks superb. More sunshine and highs by the weekend back to 70 to 75 degrees. We've been out here in Hunter's Mill with neighborhood weather. Eddie Bailey, good luck with your wrestling season next fall at Mardella High School. Christine, thanks for coming out. Did you have a good time? You did. You're gonna have some brownies, aren't you? We're gonna enjoy the rest of the food while you're back there working, guys. We'll see you back at the station. We'll bring some food back for you.
All right, thank you. Somebody's got to be responsible.
All the
around here.
luck. Yes.
Stay here at work. Let's
Well, one thing's for sure, keeping Mike inside on a day like this ain't too easy.
Well, let's find out where neighborhood weather has taken him tonight. Mike.
Lisa and Steve, I'm in Ocean Pines. Notice behind me, Owl White Bay, and there's the skyline of Ocean City. I'm at Paul Hexter's house, weather watcher Paul Hexter. We're going to talk radar and weather coming up. Stay with us.
After yesterday's storms, we had a beautiful afternoon today.
That's right. Meteorologist Mike Seidel is enjoying the view tonight in Ocean Pines. How is that view, Michael?
The view is great, and Paul Hexter and his wife were nice enough to have us out here, and they're beautiful. I want to call it a home, but I think it's more like a villa. With the indoor pool, water temperature, Paul tells me, is 84 degrees. Maybe we'll take a dip between shows. Paul is a weather expert. He worked for the National Weather Service for over 30 years. Quite a varied background, but his expertise is weather radar. And Paul, give us a little overview for the viewers and myself about the situation with radar as it is today and what's coming in the near future.
Okay, well, remembering that I've been retired for 2 years, and I do remember a few things. The National Weather Service has now a network of over 100. I think we all should be anxious for them.
And the first one will be online in a few months in Sterling, Virginia, but you mentioned that there is going to be one in the future in a couple of years right here on the shore at the Dover Air Force Base.
That's right. There'll be one at Dover Air Force Base. There'll be one at Norfolk. There is one at, or about to be at Sterling. And Atlantic City area, I believe, is getting one.
So we look forward to that, hopefully cut down on some of the airline mishaps and obviously give us a better advantage in tracking severe weather and, of course, tornadoes. But radar was not necessary today.
Right.
Beautiful day. No radar echoes, just a few clouds. Our temperatures in Salisbury were to get up and head out. Not as sunny as it was today, but still a real nice day. Clouds and sunshine with a high in the mid-70s tomorrow afternoon. Then as we head into the weekend, more humidity. Temperatures in the mid to the upper 70s. A risk of a shower or thunderstorm, but not a washout this weekend. And by next week, it will feel like summer with highs on Tuesday in the low and mid-80s. So it looks like some pretty good weather ahead. Better weekends than we've had the past two. Paul and I and his wife, we're going to enjoy some dinner, maybe take a swim, and we'll be back here in Ocean Pines tonight just after 7. Steve and Lisa?
All right, thank you, Mike. It's time to go back to Ocean Pines for neighborhood weather.
That's right. Here is meteorologist Mike Seidel. Mike?
Steve and Lisa, we're back here in the Pines with weather watcher Paul Hexter, and of course, the incredible view across the bay. The weather's even better. We'll take a look at the forecast next, but first, you take a look at your winds and tides for Friday.
Another beautiful day out there, and Mike Seidel has bolted from the studio.
Yeah, I tried to pay him off so I could go to Ocean Pines, but he wouldn't take it. Mike, what's it like out there?
A little cool out here on the bay, but just a terrific evening. Weather watcher Paul Hexter invited us out for this evening and for dinner. And Paul's a National Weather Service employee, a retired employee for over 30 years. And Paul, what is the bottom line on the Delmarva weather situation?
Well, I understand it's very, very difficult to forecast the Delmarva weather, and I would not want to try it myself.
Well, it's easy some days and tough other days. Today, it was about as easy as it gets. Let's check the statistics. Beautiful day. A lot of sunshine around. Our high temperature in Salisbury, 73. 71 in Dover. A little cool this morning. Over the weekend, some scattered showers and thunderstorms, primarily late afternoon and evening. By next week, we will really warm up and heat up to 80 to 85 degrees. So another nice day tomorrow, and then the weekend looks better than the past two. We'll take it at this point. Paul, thanks for having us out. Thanks to you and your lovely wife. And I don't have an indoor pool yet, but I'm working on it.
Let's go for a swim.
We'll have our next newsroom function down here. How's that?
Wonderful.
Sound good? Okay. Back to the studio. Steve and Lisa.
Weather like this, you don't need an indoor pool
No,
anymore.
not at all. Thanks, Mike. Time to check in with our meteorologist, Mike Seidel.
Tonight he is in Viola, Delaware for neighborhood weather. Mike.
Lisa and Steve, some of our friends here in Viola. Look at this crowd that showed up for a free meal. We're at weather watcher Charlie Smith's house. We'll come back and meet some of these folks and talk weather next. But first, here's a look at your winds and tides for Tuesday.
Turn to weather now. Mike is out there in Delaware trying to figure out the forecast for us. Mike?
That's right, guys. We're here in Viola, weather watcher Charlie Smith, and some of the members of the Felton Ladies Auxiliary were nice enough to cook us a meal. This is Diana Smith, Charlie's lovely wife, and the food, once again, was just tops.
Thank you. Thank all of you, too.
All the ladies back here. And I've been accused at the station that the only reason I'm doing neighborhood weather is to come out and get a free meal. Now, that is not true. It's partially true, but not completely true. But once again, thanks for the great meal. And Charlie, thanks for having us out. Notice the hat. This is vintage WBOC. You can't even buy these in the store anymore.
Mike, it's been a pleasure having you up. Steve and Lisa, he's said that he's bringing you back some of this good food, so I hope you don't get hungry on the way going down 13.
We'll lock it in the trunk of the car. Let's talk weather. We'll talk about how nice it was this afternoon down on the lower shore in Salisbury. It was delightful this afternoon, 76. Real nice spring weather coming in Thursday and Friday. So the end of the week looks great as we head into the big weekend, Salisbury Festival and Sunfest coming up this coming weekend in Ocean City. That's going to wrap it up for us for neighborhood weather. Charlie, thanks for having us out. And everybody here in Viola, we enjoyed our stay up here this afternoon. Thanks for the meal. And we'll send it back now to the folks down in Salisbury. Steve and Lisa.
Okay, Mike, thank you very much. That's $6 a night, not bad.
And a free meal.
Mike Seidel is back outside tonight for neighborhood weather.
Tonight, he's on the Salisbury State Campus. Mike, what can you tell us?
I can tell you the night is shaping up to be a great one. It's cooling off, still a bit of a breeze, still some sunshine, and the students are still enjoying this great weather, playing some Frisbee. We'll come back from the campus and talk about the weather for tomorrow and the weekend. But first, take a look at your winds and your tides for tomorrow.
Big weekend on tap. You know, we have the Salisbury Festival. We'll be broadcasting live at 6 and 7 o'clock tomorrow. Mike Seidel will be in Ocean City at SPRINGFEST, so hopefully Mother Nature will be cooperating.
A big weekend, and we can't keep Mike tied down tonight. He's at Salisbury State University to do his weather forecast for us and let us know what it's going to be like for all these festivals.
That's right. Weather looks pretty good for the festivals, not only here in Salisbury, but down in Ocean City. We're at Salisbury State, of course, this evening with Joe Hendry and Christine O'Brien, a couple of Salisbury State students who are no doubt enjoying the evening weather. What do you think about this weather? Does it get in the way of academics?
Oh, no, not at all.
Not at all. I can see you're heading right to the library with that Mountain Dew. How about you, Joe?
Well, I do my studying at night.
You're studying at night, like 3, 4 in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck and enjoy the rest of the evening. Let's show you how it looked today across the area. Sunshine, no surprise, a little breezy. Temperatures this afternoon around 70 degrees. And I'll be down in Ocean City for SPRINGFEST tomorrow from the inlet parking lot. If you're in the area, stop on by. But for now, we leave the students out here at Salisbury State and send it back to the studio with Steve and Lisa.
Okay. Mike is so excited that he's got a good weekend ahead.
Yeah. Mike Seidel has taken this grand opportunity to go out to Salisbury State and try to convince some of the students they should be majoring in meteorology, right, Mike?
Well, I don't know. I think they enjoy the weather. We've got a volleyball game off to our left, and we've got plenty of students enjoying a barbecue. And the instigator, I may lose control of this entire weather segment. The instigator of the entire event is Peggy O'Neill, and Peggy, you are the leader of this gang.
Yes. This is Chester Residence Hall Council Annual Picnic.
And everybody's having a great time.
Yeah,
They're not worried about finals or graduation, but they should be, right? Some of these guys should be, right?
This is our last blowout party before all the stress.
Okay, well, have a good time. We're going to check the weather. We'll be right back to you, okay? Let's show you how nice it was around Salisbury this afternoon. This is a volleyball game going on over here at the university. Temperatures today around 70 degrees. A good weekend for SPRINGFEST. I'll be at SPRINGFEST, of course, tomorrow in Ocean City. And the entire crew will be at the Salisbury Festival tomorrow, too, at 6 and 7. We're going to stick around here, and we'll see you back here at 7, won't we? Let's send it back indoors. Steve, Lisa?
Oh, my. After the last 2 really awful weekends, Mike is eating this good weather up.
Not to mention a lot of good barbecue, too,
Yeah.
I imagine. Here's a look at business news.
We're all hoping for a great weekend, and let's check in now with Mike Seidel. He's in Ocean City. Mike, what can you do for us?
I think I can provide a fairly decent weekend for a change. We're down here at the first ever SPRINGFEST at the Ocean City Inlet parking lot, and with me is the tourism director for Ocean City, Bob Rothermill. And Bob, give me a little idea of how the brains got behind the new event here in Ocean City. We're all familiar with Sunfest, which has been going on for 10 years. How about SPRINGFEST?
Well, Sunfest has worked real well with us in expanding the season on the fall side, and we looked at the spring as a way of generating an economic benefit to the community, as well as getting the community together in a community spirit sort of thing for fundraising for various groups, as well as the business community from the hotel and restaurant standpoint.
Okay, we got a lot of booths, a lot of food down here, but what's really the big difference between SPRINGFEST and Sunfest?
Looking at the traveling audience, the vacationers that we generally see in this time of year, we're looking for the music and the entertainment to define this festival, and we've brought in top-name national attractions for SPRINGFEST 91.
And speaking of music, you know, David Letterman has his world's most dangerous band. Well, I'm not as famous as David, of course, but I do have Shaboom. They're appearing through the weekend down here at SPRINGFEST, and they've got a little tune, a little weather tune. Go ahead, guys.
Is it raining tonight? No, no. Is it cloudy tonight? No, no. Could it be some hail? No, no. How about the snow? Is it coming down? No, no.
Nope. Is that about it?
Snow?
Snow?
Don't we have snow?
Boy, the Chamber of Commerce is going to kick you out of here.
Oh, no. Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Old sun.
Let's get into the forecast. Let's show you how nice it was today. We did have a fair amount of cloudiness this morning, even a few showers, and with a risk of some showers and thunderstorms right on through Monday and Tuesday. So we're still here at SPRINGFEST. We'll be back here at 7, and maybe Shaboom will join us back here. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you. Can we do a little for you, maybe?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, gentlemen. Let's
Real
do
quick,
that.
real quick. We got to go. We'll join you back at 7. Steve and Lisa?
Thanks, Mike. See you back. Thank you. They certainly did.
Yes.
We'll be back with more fun from Salisbury Festival in just a minute.
Well, not only is the Salisbury Festival underway, SPRINGFEST is underway in Ocean City. It's in day 2 of a 4-day run.
And in fact, that is where Mike Seidel can be found with hopefully some good words about the weekend forecast.
I've got some fairly good news, Steve and Lisa, about the weekend weather. We're here at SPRINGFEST, the first annual SPRINGFEST. Plenty more to come for sure. We'll talk about the event and have the weekend forecast coming up next. But first, here's a check-in on your winds and tides as we head into this big weekend on the shore.
That's right. Let's go back now, though, to the beach at the new Spring Festival in Ocean City, where Mike is standing by with the forecast. Is he going to stay this nice for the rest of the evening?
Well, Lisa, the evening is shaping up to be okay. In fact, getting better and better as the sun sets. The mixing in the atmosphere will be turned off and the wind will diminish. Skies will be clear, but if you're heading out to SPRINGFEST here in Ocean City or the Salisbury Festival, of course, a light jacket or sweater should do you. I'd show you how nice it was today around the shore. Started off a bit on the cloudy side, quite a bit of wind, but by this afternoon our temperatures in the mid-60s. It'll be warm and more summer-like by the first of next week with a few showers and thunderstorms. So if you're in the Ocean City area, don't forget SPRINGFEST. A lot of food, a lot of music at this event. It continues tomorrow and Sunday. And of course, if you got some time tonight, come on out. Back to Salisbury. Steve, Lisa?
Well, a little bit of rain today on the shore, but it wasn't a washout.
No, not by any means. Mike Seidel is in SELBYVILLE tonight with neighborhood weather. Mike, can we put away the umbrellas?
Why, certainly put the umbrella away because the clouds here are already breaking up, seeing some blue skies. All my friends here in Keenwick, just outside SELBYVILLE. We'll talk to some of them next, give you an idea about the weekend weather. But first, here's a look at your winds and tides for Friday.
Time to head back out to Mike Seidel for neighborhood weather.
Mike, we're crossing our fingers that this weekend's going to be sunny.
We're going to have a lot of sunshine the upcoming weekend, but first we've got to get some of these clouds out of here. We're out here just outside of SELBYVILLE and Keenwick, some of my friends and some Little League players. We got 3 members of the Orioles, and you guys are playing the Mets, right, on Saturday. What's your record right now?
1-2.
Okay, and we've got a Met player down here. Let's meet him. What was your name?
JP Cullen.
Okay, JP, and your name is?
Michael Evans.
Michael. Oh, you're on the Mets too? Okay, and your record is?
1-2.
Okay, the big game is Saturday, right? Okay, what time's the game?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock in the morning. Boy, that's early. And this is my good friend Jenna. And Jenna, how many deviled eggs did you eat?
7.
7 deviled eggs? You know your cholesterol is going to be 200 before tomorrow morning? Let's talk about the weather and show you Keenwick this afternoon. Still a lot of clouds, a gray overcast. Highs today were in the mid-60s and lows this morning were in the mid-50s. And then by the first of next week, look for highs in the afternoon near 90 degrees. So summertime is just around the corner. We've been out here at Weather Watcher Doug Mumford's house. Doug, thanks for having us out.
Okay.
And by the way, there's a lot of folks behind us. You probably can't see them. They're all in the witness protection program. We can't show you their faces. Thanks for having us out, Doug, and let's send it back to Sue and Steve in Salisbury.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. Let's take a look at today's grain prices.
Well, this early season heat wave is into its 3rd day now.
Oh, it is hot out there. Mike has decided to head out to one of the local swimming holes to cool off. Mike, where are you? How's the water?
I'm out here at Leonard's Mill Pond, just north of Salisbury. By the way, save me some of those berries when I get back to the station. The water is usually warm for this time of the year. We checked it out, 75 degrees, so it's certainly swimmable. We'll come back and have the forecast from the big pond. But first, to look at your winds and tides for Wednesday.
Well, let's go back out to Leonard's Mill Pond and check in with meteorologist Mike Seidel.
Mike, are you going to jump in? If you go, I'll go.
Oh, don't dare me, because I'll be in there before you can get out here, Lisa. We're out here at Leonard's Mill Pond, just north of Salisbury. Water temperature in the mid-70s. All this hot, summery weather here in the middle of May brings the folks out. We've got swimmers already out there. You want to take a dive for us? Here we go. Watch this guy. Let's see if we can... Wow, what about a 9.8? I'm with John Terrell from the Parks Department, Wycomico County Parks Department, and they oversee all the swimming areas and lakes in the county. And John, we've got Leonard's Mill Pond, but of course there's plenty of other areas for folks to cool off in the coming summer months.
Yeah, the two swimming areas we have with lifeguard protection is Leonard's Mill Pond and Schumaker Park in Salisbury. The lifeguards begin Memorial Day weekend, and we have three areas that don't have lifeguard protection too, and that's in Sharptown Cherry Beach, Cedar Hill Park, we have a beach there, and Cove Road in Nanacoke, and all three are real popular.
So there are plenty of places to head besides the beach to stay cool this summer.
Yeah, we're surprised how popular they've been so far, too.
Well, today we were near 90 degrees, and yesterday, and we had plenty of folks out here working on their tans and jumping in the water to stay cool. Yeah. And we've got more warm weather on the way, John, in the next couple of days. It's slowly going to cool off, but it's going to be another summery day tomorrow with a little bit less humidity. Let's check the stats from today. High temperature in Salisbury, 85, not quite as warm as yesterday, but a bit more humidity, so it felt almost as hot. Dover, up there at 87. Lows this morning were in the sultry and steamy high 60s. Right now in Salisbury, skies are cloudy. It's 83 degrees. Winds are southwest at 12. Another beautiful day on Thursday with highs only in the mid-80s. Then as we head towards the weekend, a slow increase in humidity, and that means this time of the year, an increasing chance of thunderstorms on Saturday and Sunday. At this point, the weekend doesn't look like a washout, but certainly we run the risk of some more storms coming in Saturday and Sunday. Folks out here enjoying the great weather, jumping into the swimming hole here at Leonard's Mill Pond. We're going to try to be back out here at 7, depending on where the storms are. But until then, let's send it back to Steve. Lisa.
Okay, I want to see Mike do a triple flip off that deck at 7 o'clock.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Another hot and sticky day on the shore. Let's find out from Mike Seidel if there's any relief on the way.
I sure hope so. Mike is out in the heat for neighborhood weather.
Steve and Lisa, we've got some short-term relief as far as swimming goes out here at Leonard's Mill Pond just north of Salisbury, and the Leonard's Mills divers on cue. Go ahead. How about that? What a splash. We'll be back with a forecast after you check your winds and tides for tomorrow. Then as we head towards the weekend, increasing amounts of humidity, and there is a risk of some showers and thunderstorms as we head into Saturday and Sunday. That's going to wrap it up for neighborhood weather. We've got to get inside before we get struck by lightning or doused by a rain shower. Steve,
right.
Lisa?
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. Right now, let's take a look at grain prices for this Tuesday.